Sadler Bill here for USAFE. Welcome everybody. Just a couple of days away from the holidays, Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Happy Kwanzaa, and whatever you celebrate your holiday, happy holidays to you all. Hope you have a safe and happy holiday. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Let's start off with a little Aaron Rodgers talk. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is actually back. He's actually back. He's on the field. He's practicing. Honestly, he is definitely on the active roster now. He just got activated just the other day. And even though he's not 100%, even though he is active, he is not playing according to Robert Saleh and the Jets organization. Also, Aaron Rodgers has overcome a lot of diversity, and I know science who want to look into this, as well as the NFL league even. Because not many people can come back from an Achilles tear like he did, at his age especially. I know others have done that in the past and came back sooner. But I bet they were a lot younger than Rodgers is now. He's basically 40 years old. He's basically about my age. So I'll be 40 in a couple of months myself. I am 40. I'm a man and I am 40. Yes, I am. I'll be 40 in a few months. Anyway, Rodgers, man, I just can't believe this myself. This is like freaking crazy. Aaron Rodgers coming back. He said he's going to come back and play, but looks like he's not. At least the other day on Pat McAfee, he actually admitted that he's not going to play for the last games that are left in the season. And I think actually for the very few times, he actually got it correct. He's saying, "Oh, I'll be back this season. I'm coming back as soon as possible." And they did all the hurdles and stuff that he had to go through to get to those points, so he could. But he admitted just the other day that he's not going to be playing the rest of the season. So he's not going to play for the next 3 games. Because he's not 100%. And I think that's actually a good thing. And I want to know what you think. I definitely want your feedback on this. Because Aaron Rodgers for this past year and season has been a roller coaster ride. In fact, I know that for a fact. Because Rodgers is basically kind of like the tilt-a-whirl and the anaconda in one. You're spinning and spinning and spinning, and you don't know what's going to come out. Man, Rodgers. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, I know, is doing what he does. He finally saw the light after coming out of that darkness retreat. 4 days of complete darkness, and, of course, the ayahuasca. I wonder if he's still smoking it, though, but I don't know. Who knows? We don't know that for a fact. Let's talk about a little bit of Joe Barry, shall we? Because Joe Barry, I know, is in the news of the Green Bay Packers. Just the other day, they were talking about him being fired. I wanted him fired. My friends at my ESPN radio were talking about him being fired. He should have been fired. At KBN, Kyle Busch, and Nortman, as well as Wellich and Hamilton, and as well as Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe. We all had talked about Barry and what he's done. Let me just say this. Joe Barry was the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions when they went 0-16. Do you want a defensive coordinator that lost every single game in the regular season with Detroit? I don't fucking think so. It's just like a circus. He's basically taking our team and turning it into Detroit's team back when he was in Detroit. That's not what we want. We want Barry fired. I hope his buddy and best friend sees this finally and fires him at the end of the season. Even though he gave him 3 more games, he still needs to be fired. Because if he can get him fired and get him out, If not, Lafleur, it's on you, man. It's on you, Lafleur. You and Barry are buddies. And we know how buddy you two guys are. But once put your job ahead of your freaking friendships with each other. You should never hire friends. You should never hire family. Unless you are a Belichick. Bill Bellichek and his son have done wonders with the Patriots. I know the Patriots have not done well this season, but there were past seasons that the two of them, Bill and Steve Belichick, have done wonders for them, for the Patriots, actually. And I actually think this is what should be done. Fire Barry and Lafleur. Clean out and fire everybody else in the Packers coaching staff and hire. And since they are parting ways in Foxborough with Bill Bellichek at the end of the season, I think at the end of the season the Packers will clean house, fire everybody, or most of them, and then hire Bill Bellichek, bring him in, and he can either be a coach or a coordinator, and he can help build a winning championship, Super Bowl caliber Green Bay Packers team. And I know that for a fact. Because Belichick has done this a lot with Brady. And it was close a couple times with Matt Jones. But hey, he did wonders with Brady before he ran to Tampa Bay. But I think Belichick is the guy for Green Bay for a new era. They could actually make Jordan Love maybe be the next Brady-ish or something like that. Watch and find out. Yeah, I know they have there are some people that are all defensive coordinators that are up. They will be on the list of hires. If Bear gets the boot, which he should get the boot. And I think it's right. It's the right thing to do for all this. Because I know for a fact the Packers, with the way they're playing this year, especially like last week with Baker Mayfield, and he made his passes. He did everything that he could do to win the game, and he did. And he did that in great fashion. The Packers were slagging a lot. And they only are slagging not just because of these players being young, but also because their coaches are not really doing their jobs the way they should be doing it. And Lafleur, instead of giving the blame to the coordinators or the coaches or even Barry or himself, he's putting all the blame on the freaking players. I know that some of the players can take some blame, but a lot of this blame is on the coaching staff because they are making this team soft ice cream. I love my soft ice cream, but hey, I don't want my Green Bay Packers to be the same thing. I know that for a fact. That is true. And I definitely want to know what my listeners and my subscribers think about this. I will add that in my poll as I edit. Who should be the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers coming next season? Okay. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, now we are back out of this commercial break. Sponsored by Camp Creatability. Alright, let's see. We just talked about Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about the UW football. UW has got this. Yesterday was the early National Signing Day for college football. So let's see what the Badgers picked up. I know they picked up a guy that was named Rob Booker. He was committed to UCLA, UW, and UCLA, and then he flipped and committed to the Badgers. And I'm gladly to say that my buddy, my friend, Alex Rove, got the first interview with Rob Booker. So congratulations to my friend Alex for getting that first interview. And let's see who else we got. I know we got some other players as well. Yes, we had several players come in yesterday. And this is actually the first time that Luke Fickell is doing this. This is the first signing day of Luke Fickell's era. So congratulations to Luke as well. Wisconsin is currently has the number 18th recruiting class in the country. Congratulations to the Badgers. Tell you what, we'll give the names and we'll scroll that, and we'll scroll those names on the ticker on the bottom. But we got some new guys. We got some running backs. We got some good guys. We got a guy named Xavier Lucas. He looks like Luke Fickell shares details on how the Badgers battled for Xavier Lucas. Now make sure you check that out. And if you want more details on the Badgers and the recruits that they have picked up yesterday, make sure you check WisconsinBadgers.com or wherever you get your Wisconsin Badgers news. All right, now how about we talk about a little bit of Giannis? According to my sources, and actually, Giannis has suffered a right foot sprain, and he's day to day. That was just the other night. And hoping he does well. Let's see, with it being day to day, let's see when they play next. I know they play Orlando coming up. And we're not sure if he's going to be in or out. Make sure you check the Milwaukee Bucks or how you get your Bucks news to see if Giannis is going to play in Orlando, when they play Orlando. Let's see what time that game is, shall we? And that is actually tonight at 7 p.m. tip-off. Milwaukee favored by 6.5 points. And it is a home game at Pfizer Forum. So make sure you get there, enjoy the game, grab yourself a couple of beers, and enjoy yourself. Hoping Giannis will play. We'll find out later in the day if Giannis will play or not with that sprain. Okay, before I go into the next topic, Christmas is coming. Sunday is Christmas Eve and Monday is Christmas Day. We do have slates of games actually they're going to be played on that day, on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm going to throw a couple of games at you. Usually on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day especially, they always just NBA games, but now we got the NFL games, so I'm not just going to watch just a little bit of basketball. I'm going to watch all the Titans go at it and have these guys on the football field go at it, watch those games. Make sure you have enough Coors Lights to crush, and make sure you have some Mountain Dew. That's my two choices of beverages. And hey, let's pull that up. Games we have for Christmas Eve and Day on the NFL side. We got Browns, Texans, Jets, and Commanders, Seahawks, Titans, Colts, Falcons, Packers, and Panthers. That one, I'm going to cut it right there mostly because I know that game is going to be interesting. But we got Lions and Vikings. Some of these games are going to be playoff implications. We definitely got the Cowboys and the Dolphins. That's definitely a playoff potential game. And the Eagles and Giants on Monday, as well as the Raiders and Chiefs. And lately, I wonder how Mahomes is going to do. Yeah, as well as Christmas Day, we also got the Ravens and the Niners. Both of those teams, all 11-3. And for San Fran is favored by 5.5 points. I'll go with 3 for that particular game. But those are the games we have for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And next week, I will do the same thing for the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day games. I know we got the playoff for college football coming up, so I definitely will bring that up next week. I do want to talk about the Packers and Panthers game, actually, because I believe with the Panthers' victory, or if the Panthers actually get 20-plus points, that Joe Barry will be fired for sure. If not, I'll be shocked. I don't know what Packers' future will look like. Even though we only got, after this Sunday, we have 2 games left after this Sunday. I don't know. I guess the Packers will have to deal with it because we need new people. We need new coaches. We need dogs as coaches. We need people that have a bite and a bark. These guys hardly have a bite or a bark. We need guys that can actually get to the place and say, if you gotta get out there, gotta really go at it, really hit some heads, catch that ball, fumble that ball, pick up all the fumbles, get all those loose balls, and make sure you bring out your animal out, because I know we need animals on this team for the Packers. I know there are definitely a lot of animals out there that want to play for the Packers that either are not yet been drafted or undrafted or even still on the team or maybe on other teams right now. So hoping we get those dogs in here because we are all about those dogs. Who let these dogs out? Ahoo! All right, we're going to take a short break, 5 minutes. We'll be right back after this commercial break, sponsored by Camp Creativity.